Let's take a quick look at inherited widget encapsulated pattern. Now, in this pattern, consumers never see or touch the inherited widget. So what we're going to be doing in this pattern is we're going to be encapsulating the inherited widget in such a way that the child widget or the widget tree never actually see the inherited widget, unlike what we did in the previous video. Now, this encapsulated pattern gives us a clean API. I think it's quite common in Flutter code base, where everything goes through the stateful widget that is that contains our static of method. So remember what we said about this one, the counter or the off method is the helper method that allow children to subscribe to updates. This pattern is also easy to extend, and then it matches a Flutter's own style, which is similar to how dim.of_context, middle query, and navigator, how they are structured internally. So let's take a look at what we have here. We have this counter scope, and it's a class counter scope extends a stateful widget. And then we're passing this widget child A, and then we have a static method as before, the static of method. This is the helper method that allow children to subscribe to updates, and then we have this depend on inherited widget of exact type as before, and then we're returning a state as before here. So what else do we have there? If we go down here, this is the state that actually holds the data and the mutation methods. So outside of these so outside of this class, we're going to be exposing our data to the consumer widget via the class that is a stateful class extends, that is this counter scope. It's extending a state object or the state class, and it's of type counter scope. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So inside here, we're going to have, of course, our data, our state, and then our mutation methods, increment, decrement, reset here, and then here we are encapsulating, that is, we're hiding inherited widget. So we have class counter inherited extends inherited widget here. Only this widget we know about this inherited widget. It's been encapsulated, so it's private to this class. So we're returning it here, and then we're passing these properties there. So in order to access the state that we're passing down from here, we have to use this counter scope or state down here to update our Boolean method, which is this update should notify method, which notifies our Flutter if dependent widget need a rebuild, like so. So this is like we did in the previous video. So now from here we can go to our main.dat, and inside our main.dat we're returning counter scope, that is the stateful class, not here, this counter scope, that's our stateful class here, this one. So we're returning it, we're calling it here inside of our run app, and then it's material app as well, and then our app, which is a stateless widget here. So whenever we use state, we're exposing the state using counter scope via this counter scope, that's the stateful class here. So we're exposing our state via the off static method. So counter scope.off, remember it's static, so we don't have to instantiate the class in order to access it, and it takes build context, so we're passing context here like so. And then we have the body of my app class, The hub bar is there. Then the body takes a counter display. We're going to look at this widget in a minute. And then we have the floating action button, and then the unpressed property. Yeah, the mutation method is pointing to it via this state. The state object is pointing to it like so. And then just as the decrement as well, it's pointing to it like so. So you realize that none of this widget doesn't know anything about our inherited widgets. So the next one is counter display. So we have this stateless widget, and then again we're using a counter scope of to subscribe to our states, and then we're accessing the count value here via the state object. And then for the elevator button, the reset, that is the mutation, what is it called, the mutation method here, we are accessing it here like so. So what else do we need? I think that's all. Then you will run it. You run this like before, then it should work. At minute we have count 0, so if I reduce it, I have that guard statement there that ensures that it doesn't go beneath 0. So we can increment, we can reset, we can increment, we can decrement. So it's just a trivial example anyway. So the guard statement that I was talking about, this that ensure it doesn't go it doesn't go lower than 0. This is it, decrement. So I have this if statement: if count is greater than 0, only then should the set state inform Flutter that we need to rebuild that widget that subscribed to our state. So guys, that's all for this demonstration.